Hey everyone, welcome to our day one of our March Mindfulness Challenge. I'm Stephanie and this is
Marcus.
And we're going to get right into it and start with our mindfulness meditation this morning. So our title for today is focusing on mindfulness and non-judgmentally and observing our thoughts. So why don't we get started?
Yeah. So typically what we're going to do is we're going to open up with a little bit of an intro at around 7:59. We'll welcome you into the space. We'll say hello to any of you who join us. And then we'll get started right at 8 a.m., which, guess what? It's 8 a.m. It's great to have you guys here today. So thanks for joining us. Again, my name is Marcus. This is the wonderful Stephanie. Stephanie is a counselor here in town with Mindful Path Counseling. And she'll be leading our meditation on Monday morning, and I'm going to be taking you through today's morning meditation. It's going to be about 10 minutes long. What you can do is you can start off with a comfortable seat. If sitting down in a chair is uncomfortable, maybe you've got some back pains or some other issues, you're welcome to lay down and make yourself comfortable there and just listen to our voice. You can close your eyes or keep them open, whatever makes you feel more comfortable. Palms up, palms down, doesn't really matter. Whatever is most comfortable for you, you can close your eyes. As you close your eyes, just take a moment here to notice the space that you find yourself in. Sensation of warmth or cool, the temperature. Feeling of your body sitting in the chair that you're in. Maybe even the residual noises of things that you can hear in the space. My voice, things happening outside of the window. The sound of your own breath as you pay attention to the experience of what's happening here in this moment. As you breathe in and out through your nose, just allowing yourself to notice that that's where you are. Sitting in a chair, laying on your back, breathing. Feeling the gentle movement of your body as you expand and contract your chest, your ribs. Sitting in that space of knowing that where you are is here. Being keen and observant to when it is that your mind moves into the past, thinking about what happened earlier this morning. Maybe into the future, all the different things that you have to look forward to today, the obligations, the chores, the to-do lists. See if you can allow yourself to notice these things as future events, and then bring yourself back into the experience of where we are here, sitting in the chair, sitting in your seat, or laying down. Feeling the contact points of your chair on your bum or on your back. Just being curious about whatever sense that you choose to observe. Checking in again to see where it is that your attention is fixed. Maybe it's here in the present, maybe it's off in the thought. Not seeing this as a problem, an issue, or a mistake, but seeing if you can allow yourself to be a non-judgmental observer of your conscious awareness. What's happening in your mind? Not expecting anything to happen, but just observing what is there. Tuning back into the experience of being here in this practice. Noticing what it is that your mind is thinking, how that's having an impact on the way that your body feels, on the subsequent thoughts and the previous thoughts. And reminding yourself to observe these things almost like you're observing them in somebody else. Not from a place of judgment or criticism, but simply from a place of what's so. You can observe what's so, you can experience it just by observing and seeing what's there. Observing that awareness as you bring attention back into the present moment. You might find it helpful to keep your attention here in this moment by counting your breath. Maybe you say to yourself 1 as you breathe in. Maybe you just say quietly in your mind the number 2 as you breathe out. You can actually repeat that process to say 3 as you're breathing in. Maybe you allow the count of 4 to last the full duration of your exhale. Using these numbers as an anchor, as something that grounds you here in the present moment. And when your mind does forget, when it moves off into other thoughts, just coming right back to 1. Not treating this like a competition or like a goal that you're striving for. Simply as an exercise of present moment awareness. What's so? Just checking in once again with where it is that your consciousness, your awareness, your thoughts, where they are, in time and in space. In time, looking at the thoughts as possibly being in the past or in the future. In space, maybe you're aware of where it is that your thoughts take you. Maybe it's at work, at your kid's school, at your school. Maybe wrapped up in a conversation that you've had or need to have. Just acknowledging all the experience that comes into the body and into the mind as a result of this thinking. Just gently guiding the attentive awareness of this practice back into what's happening here in the space, the room that you're in. As you're breathing in, you're aware of the fact that you're breathing in. feel the sensations that coincide with an inhale. As you're breathing out, notice that you're breathing out. Notice the sensations in your body link up with the sensation of an exhale. Let's take a nice long breath in together to fill the lungs, to lift the chest. And gently exhale. One more time with a deep breath in. And full breath out. You can gently bring light back into your eyes, awareness into the space. Make any movements that your body's craving here. You can wiggle to the left, wiggle to the right, whatever you need. How you feeling?
That was good.
Yeah. I always find it amazing how just a simple exercise, just paying close and careful attention, can make you feel so relaxed.
It's true. I feel really relaxed right now. I noticed my heart was racing a little bit at first.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, here we go.
For sure.
But then about a minute in, I was like,
Yeah. Well, there's definitely some unique challenges being in front of, being in front of a live audience and doing that. And so it's important. It kind of brings us into a really important point that what's happening in our environment, the stimulus of our environment, so that our environment now, being on Facebook Live, makes us nervous. So it makes the heart rate increase, makes the palms a little sweaty.
Yeah, a little bit.
And so there's physiological changes that are happening because of the psychological phenomenon, right? We could be sitting in this room and we wouldn't feel that nervousness, but we have a story in our mind about going live, and so that story is having an impact on the way that we feel. And that leads us into kind of thinking about what we're doing in this practice of, paying close, careful attention to the experience of the present moment. The benefits of that is that we learn about ourselves. I've learned from doing these classes, not so much on video, but in groups, I still get a little nervous, like the clammy fingers, I like saliva buildup in my mouth, which is like this weird phenomenon, but it's all part of, being a little bit nervous or apprehensive. The other thing that we're going to actually talk a little bit more about over the next 30 days is the fact that the brain doesn't think the same way. That our brain doesn't have the ability to think as creatively and abstractly. The prefrontal cortex isn't as active as maybe the amygdala is, and what the implications of that might be. And our goal is to go over the next 30 days and kind of have these little nuggets of understanding of how the body works and the mind works. So this practice really gets to benefit us. Right? And obviously these talks after the fact are optional. The idea with the 30-day challenge is that you join us for that 10 minutes, which is why we'll always be starting there. Yeah, thanks Sarah and Jackie.
And Amanda, thanks for joining us.
It's awesome to have you guys. And we were talking about thoughts, right? Getting rid of your thoughts and this concept of getting rid of your thoughts and how prevalent that is in our society or in our meditation understanding.
And one of the things that I've learned over the years and that I try to help people understand is that we can't really get rid of our thoughts. Our thoughts are part of us, and part of our mindfulness practice is about the goal of bringing our mind back. So if your mind wanders, being able to, focus on the breath, bring my mind back, let that thought go. And this is how I frame it to a lot of people. It's kind of funny to me. It might be funny to resonate with you. I have a monkey mind. And my monkeys are kind of just jumping all over the place, and that absolutely happened for me today. I think part of that is, my routine that happened this morning. It was a little bit chaotic. I was able to slow a little bit down getting here, but then again, being in front of the live camera, my monkey mind starts jumping around again. But really just focusing on the breath, being able to bring our mind back, and you might have a practice where that happens 3 times. You might have a practice where that happens 100 times, and that's absolutely okay. I want you to know that is normal. For me today, it was probably about 100 times. Maybe because it's Friday, we're going into the weekend and a busy morning, and that's just all part of it. And really just showing up every single day. Some practices are going to be difficult. Our thoughts are going to, get the best of us, and really just focusing on bringing ourselves back to the breath and to the present moment is our goal.
Definitely. Yeah, it's a great way of putting it. The reality is that our minds are always wandering. Like, we're always thinking. The fact that we're taking some quiet time to notice that our minds are thinking doesn't increase the activity of the mind. The mind is always doing that. What I find really beneficial is observing that mind wandering, but then also seeing how that's affecting the way that I feel. Right? So then it's not just an experience of yanking myself back from having done something wrong or bad to, what I'm supposed to be doing is being here, but actually just observing, when I think about, this person in my life, or when I think about this situation in my life, there's actually a physical response to that. There's a phenomenon that's happening in my experience that is impacting the way that my body feels. It's not just a psychological phenomenon. It's not just me thinking and that thinking sits on its own. It's thinking and my body responds. And so if that thinking is happening throughout my day and I'm not aware of it, then I can be really short-tempered or really impatient or frustrated and not really understand why that is. But really, if I look around me, there's an explanation. There's a cause and effect relationship between everything that's kind of happening in my life, right? And that's the beauty of this practice. We develop that understanding and we get more attuned with how our body and our mind are working in conjunction with one another. And what it also trains us to do is to observe these things without judgment. It's so easy to judge ourselves, right? And so now we get to exercise and flex the muscle of consistently being gracious with ourselves. Oh, there goes my mind. Let me bring it back. Let me bring it back with kindness, with passion. Let me understand that I have a human mind, so it's designed to jump around, right? The one thing that I loved that I saw in a YouTube video recently was a monk who was talking about the monkey mind.
Yeah.
And he was saying that, the monkey's jumping all over the place, and one of the things that you can do with that monkey is you can give it a job to do.
Yes.
Because monkeys like jobs, or people like jobs.
Yeah,
the zookeeper. And the job is to fix yourself on what's happening here, right? To pay attention to the present moment. So we're going to navigate that over the next 30 days. We're going to be answering any questions that you guys have, so please comment below and let us know if you got any questions. Hi, Matt. Hi, Neil.
Thank you everyone who's joined us this morning. It really means a lot. We are so excited to be here. Also, too, one of the things that might help you through this month of practice, and that I know will help me personally, is I like to make a few notes after I do my practice, just to notice how my mind was behaving today. So a bit of monkey mind, how I was able to bring myself back, maybe how you felt, like Marcus was talking about, that physical response, or if you had an emotion and how that impacted your thought process. So if you are comfortable, you can post any reflections that you have. You're welcome, Sarah. Any reflections that you have about today's practice, how you felt physically, maybe thoughts that happened for you. Were you able to, like we said, kind of bring that mind back? If you don't want to post in the comments, please feel free just to make notes personally. I just find it really helpful to see the development of my practice over a consistent period of time. So this is the perfect time to start that.
Definitely. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We'll be back here tomorrow.